What's up guys, Glenn with Hustler Hacks here and a new video. It is called Your 10 Merch by Amazon Questions Answered. So I piled up different questions that have been asked through email and Facebook and stuff. So I took out anybody's name in case anybody's a little shy, but I figured I can put together these questions and it can help everybody that watches this video instead of just these individual questions and individual answers. So I thought it was pretty cool to put this together, and a good response so far on doing these kind of like screenshot type videos, because you can see me, you can hear my voice, and you can see these little slideshows that I put together. So I think they're really helpful compared to just the videos of me like on a backdrop wall talking. So I think these are definitely more valuable, have more content, and I could show you a lot more on my screen. So I really want to do more of these videos, and like I said, good response so far from everybody, so I'll continue making these. But next week I do want to show some different like Ross finds, also Nike outlet stuff. So quite a bit to get to in the next couple of weeks, but I'll make sure I get everything covered. So let's get into this video, your 10 Merch by Amazon questions answered. Let's start off with the first one. So how do I search just merch shirts on Amazon? Good question there, and your answer is, if you notice when you create a shirt on merch, they have little what are they called, like little options. You can, let me just show you real quick on here on the bottom part. So you can see when you I don't even know whose shirt this is, but I just kind of took a little screenshot of their 4 little bullet points, and one of those bullet points is this: lightweight, classic fit, tearaway label, double needle sleeve and bottom hem. And that goes through, or that goes for all the shirts that anybody lists. So if you type this in on the search bar on Amazon, which I did right there, you can see it, then it'll bring up all of the merch shirts. So I'm gonna put this, so you don't have to type it out. I'm gonna put this on the description of this video. You can just copy it, paste it into Amazon, and get all of the merch shirts. I usually just do Prime, I'll check that, and then clothing, shoes, jewelry. If you want to get this full like block of shirts, like 5 on a row, then you can see all of them. One thing to see, you can see right here, Amazon merch, over 300,000 results. So this just keeps on growing and growing and growing. When I joined, there was like 18,000 shirts. Now there's over 300,000. So you can put that in there. You'll see those. You can see just the different bullets that I guess this shirt had. But since that is one of them, you will see all of the merch shirts. And of course, we talked about before, do not copy designs ever. So even though you're going through everybody's merch shirts, do not copy ever. Very important. All right, number 2, let me zoom out. How long did it take to get your first sale? And this is interesting because when I joined in November, I didn't make any shirts until December. And it took me roughly, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. I know it did take some time, and all I did was just add more shirts to fill up the 25 that I had on that first tier. So I just kept on adding more shirts, more and more, and eventually I got some sales, and it just kind of like snowballed from there. And during that time, it was still considered fourth quarter. Well, it was like right after fourth quarter, in December, as far as like FBA standards go. Shipping off your stuff, usually cutoff date is like 15th to 18th, around there. So that's when I kind of started making more shirts. And yeah, I didn't get some sales until I think like a week before December was gonna end. So it just kind of went going from there, 2 to 3 weeks. You got to be patient with it, especially if you're not advertising, which I didn't. So I know you might think like, hey, just have some shirts on there, how come they're not selling? And it's only been like 4 or 5 days. Trust me, it's gonna take longer than that. I mean, some people might sell something quickly, but it did take me 2 to 3 weeks. And which brings me here. So when you go to manage and you have your shirts on there, If a shirt just isn't selling, let's say you waited a good amount of time, you promoted it, you tried everything you could to get a shirt sale and it just isn't selling, you can edit the shirt, you can change the price, change the bullet points or description, keywords, title, or you can just straight up delete it. You have a new idea, you want to upload that one, you can upload a new shirt and hopefully get a sale that way, especially if you're limited to the 25, because I know that could be, uh, I don't know, a little disheartening at first because you only have 25 shirts, and if, you know, a good amount of those aren't even selling, you might want to replace those with some new ones. So that could work for you if if a certain shirt isn't selling. So I would look into the manage part of it and see what you can do about making some changes so that you can make some sales. All right, number three. Which is more important, the design or the idea or the keywords? And honestly, all three are extremely important because the design, obviously, it has to look good, it has to look appealing, bold, simple, cool designs that are going to get somebody's attention. The idea I found is like really interesting because I've had different clients email me some ideas. Obviously, if I'm designing the shirt for them, they give me these ideas, and once I see the shirt, I'm like, you know what? I think the design is cool, but the idea is just so-so. I don't know if the niche is going to be there or not. The opposite way too, I've seen some crappy designs, but some great ideas, and I'm like, you know what? That is an awesome idea. I think it just needs to be executed better. And the same thing for keywords. If your listing is kind of lazy, I like to approach keywords and listing things like the way I would on eBay, like put as many details as possible according to that shirt or niche. So I like to do that. So keywords do matter. If you're just going to get lazy and you just put dog shirt or cool dog paw shirt, I mean, you're not even putting enough detail into the listing. So here's my example. Now, this shirt always comes out number one whenever you search for the merch shirts. If you go back, where's my slide? All right, so we go back to this. You type in this thing on the on Amazon search bar, and number one is this dog shirt. Now, if you go to the ranking, I think it's like 900,000. It's not that great of a ranking, but it always comes up number one. It's always there when you search, and it's been here for the last, I think, month or so. I don't even know. So that's what I want to show as an example. So this keep calm and hug your dog. Do I think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea because it has to do with dogs. People love dogs. People have a passion for dogs and animals. Take a look at keywords. You can see here they list a bunch of stuff on their bullets. Perfect gift for trending clothes for teens, trendy tops for women, awesome gift for, nice shirt for. You don't have to do all of that, but there are some good keywords, like love, animal, dog, hug your dog, lover, pet lover, stuff like that I think is good, that will help this shirt, be noticed. Maybe that's why it's number one. I have so many keywords in there, so you can do something like that. So they did two good things. Good idea. Keep calm, I think, isn't really necessarily part of the trademark thing yet. I think they're trying to figure that out still. So there's a lot of keep calms. But, I mean, idea-wise, I think dog stuff is good. Keywords, I think they are good as far as adding as many details as possible. That's probably why they're up there. But design-wise, there's a couple of things that I don't like. If they would have stuck with their idea of purely dog, I think that's good. If you want to go with the keep calm thing, then you're kind of throwing yourself into all the other keep calms out there. So you might get lost. And the same thing and then for the design wise, it's not even one of the cooler keep calm shirts because you see here, they're going through like different typefaces. The keep and the your dog are a different typeface. Calm. Keep and your dog looks like, I think, Impact, if I'm correct on typefaces. Calm looks like a bold Helvetica, and then Hug looks like a skinnier Helvetica that's a little bit different than the rest of them. So overall, they're kind of all over the place when it comes to the typography. It doesn't look like the other Keep Calm shirts, which that might be what someone's looking for, but then again, you're thrown into all the other Keep Calm shirts. So I think the design could have been executed better when it comes to this shirt, but idea-wise of doing dogs or dog niche is cool, and the keywords as far as listing different things is also good. Trying to list as many things as possible so they get some attention. So that's just my take when it comes to this particular shirt, but hopefully you can take away some different ideas when it comes to those three things: design, idea, and keywords. All right, so number 4, do you do any advertising for your Amazon shirts? And the answer is not yet. I haven't gotten into advertising yet. Right now, I'm just cranking out as many designs as possible, but I am trying to do some Facebook marketing research and trying to get a little bit more knowledgeable on it, because if I don't have the knowledge and I'm not too sure, I don't really want to just be throwing money out there. You have to really know how to do it, and I might have to find someone too that is, has some expertise in it so that I know exactly what I'm doing. I really just don't want to throw stuff and just be like, okay, cool, have some advertising out there. Shirts should sell now. It's not going to work like that. You have to know what you're doing, know who you're targeting, know what kind of keywords you want to use on that too. What's going to be the budget when it comes to advertising. So a lot of different details go into that, and I don't want to just go in blind. Number 5, what is the best way to approach merch? I lack finding niches and designing. And this is an interesting question, and I have a great answer when it comes to this one, because your approach is going to be different than everybody else's approach. And my approach, number 1, is the numbers game. I'm listing as many shirts as possible. I figure that if I have a whole bunch of shirts, that by default they should sell because of not only my designs or my ideas or my niches. I think that I should sell, regardless. And because I have so many shirts out there, it's kind of like eBay. I figure, like, if I have 10 items listed right now, I'm kind of limiting myself. But I have 100 items listed, then something's bound to sell. So I figure kind of like doing that when it comes to merch. Also, like I said, I love creating t-shirt designs, so I love seeing my designs and creating more. It's what I do, and so I just figured I could do that, play the numbers game and do as many as possible, and then of course I can get into advertising and other stuff like that. Building a brand. Now you can do this. All of these 3 things are recommended. You just have to approach it the best way you want to approach it. But number 2 is building a brand. My brother also has a Merch by Amazon account, and he's doing this. He's doing the building a brand approach, where he wants to do a certain niche that he likes and he loves and he has a passion for. So he named his own brand. He even created like a logo for it, a Facebook page for it, and he's building up that brand that certain way. So all of his shirts are based off of that brand. They have that brand on all of his listings, and they're only based on that certain niche. You can even take it further, build your own website based on that brand, based on that niche that you love. You can have the shirts on your website. They could click it and then it links them to the merch page. That could work too. If you want to build a brand, I think that's awesome. You're gonna have to be a little bit more patient when it comes to making money, because you're not playing the numbers game. You're just going on building your own brand. But it could be really I should say this. You can make a lot more money doing that way if your brand really hits it, and a lot of people are into it and it grows. Same thing, he even did like an Instagram page for it. He's posting stuff every day based on that niche. So you can do that. You can make a lot of money doing that, but it's going to take some time and a lot of effort, but it could really pay out in the end. Number 3 is designing on trends. And it's the same thing. If you have unique shirts and you want to build a website based off of trends, things that people like, things that are going on right now, you can do that too, but you really have to stay on top of things. Like, if things are trending today, they might just trend for the week, like certain memes or certain Twitter hashtags, stuff that's going on. You can make quick money that way too, because if it's something that you can get something listed real quick, you have the design fast, you make it a certain saying, of a certain design, you put it on there, it got uploaded to merch kind of quickly within, an hour or 2 hours. It's already up, it's live. You're promoting it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff and Twitter. That hashtag is trending right now. That topic is trending. So you can really build up something quick when it comes to trends, but you're also, once that trend is over and done with, you can delete it and get another one on there. It's totally up to you, but it will take a lot more work and also keeping track of trends and stuff. But if you're on Twitter all day and Facebook all day, that might be the best thing for you. But you can approach it 3 different ways. Those are the ways that I would recommend approaching merch. Find out what works for you. Number 6, have any of your designs ever been copied or stolen? That's a simple answer, and that is yes. When some of your shirts are doing well, one of my shirts that I know was doing really well, like I posted it. I thought it was just a cool idea. I posted it. It wasn't even that great of a design, but I posted it, and I think within the next day it already sold like 2 or 3. By the end of the week, it sold like 11 or 12. And then sure enough, the next week after that, I saw 3 of the exact same design stolen. So you can report them on Amazon, but Amazon has been a little bit weird about it because I own that design because I created that design, but I don't have that certain idea trademarked or copyrighted. I think with the copyright office, I think it's like $35 per design. So I am going to start looking into that, especially for the more popular designs. But I think at this point, everybody that I've talked to that have kind of gotten going and gotten some success on merch has been copied. And it's going to happen. It's part of the game. It's the same thing with, let's say, Amazon FBA. If you find a really valuable item on retail arbitrage and people see that you're making money on it, don't be surprised if they find that exact same item at Target or Walmart and they're gonna lower the price or try to beat you to that. It's competition. It's not right for anybody to copy your steal designs, and like I said, some people have already gotten banned for stealing designs. Some people have gotten their shirts taken off, and I think they'll give you a couple of warnings and then they'll eventually take you off, but it is gonna happen. And as long as you're creating some good designs, you're making some money, just keep track of them and see if they're copied or stolen and report them and go from there. I wouldn't get discouraged by it. I would just keep on making more designs, and ultimately that's what's going to help you, because okay, 1 or 2 designs got stolen, but look at all these other designs I'm making money on. So I wouldn't get discouraged about it, but it happens. Number 7, I listed some shirts but I can't find them. Why aren't my shirts up? That question is based off of the Amazon updates. Now, if you go and you log on to merch, you can see there's a messages part on your homepage. It's on the bottom right corner-ish. And on May 5th, this is what they put on there. We are experiencing unexpectedly high demand, and they have begun limiting orders of Merch by Amazon t-shirts to ensure we can deliver all orders to customers on time. During this time, you may notice that some of your designs are not searchable on Amazon.com, or that certain sizes are listed as out of stock. That's huge, because if you only have 3 designs and all 3 of them aren't even searchable right now, I know it's going to be a delay. I would just keep on adding more shirt designs, keep on coming up with ideas, keep on designing, because when they get out of this little funk, you're going to be ready to go. In addition, your customers will see promised print times of 5 to 7 days. I've noticed this for pretty much all my shirts at this point. We are working quickly to expand capacity. Thank you for your continued support of Merch by Amazon. And I have seen a huge decline in my numbers since the last video that I created for you guys to see my numbers. I was closer and closer to getting to like that $7,500 range per month, as it looked like for May. Now that this thing has came out, it's declined. I should still make around $4,500 this month. I'm still selling like 20 to 25 shirts a day. But before, at least like in the beginning of this month, before they posted this message, I was selling like 35 to sometimes 45 per day. So now it's gotten down. And I'm still making money, and even when they get out of this funk, like I said, I'm still making designs. I have like 200 designs ready to go that I need to upload, and I'm not gonna get discouraged by the little message. They're working on it. It's a new platform. Things like this are gonna happen, but if you're consistent and you're not giving up on it, you keep on adding more shirts, it's only gonna get better and better for you because, like I said, once they're out of this little, you know, this unexpectedly high demand and stuff like that, then you'll be ready to go and your shirts will start picking up some momentum again. All right, number 14, how do you price your shirts? Good question. Here I took a screenshot of different things or different list prices that you could be listing your shirts as. I like to stick to around the $19.99 price range. I think in December they're gonna look at the fees again. Obviously they're gonna go up, and maybe you can consider the $21.99 price range. You might say, you know what, that's a little high, $21.99, but I can tell you if there's someone is really interested in your design, your idea, they really like that shirt, especially if they're gonna give it for as a gift or something, they will pay $21.99. $14.99 is kind of low. You get $3.43 profit. And I think the lowest I've seen someone price something is like $10.99. You'll make 3 cents. I do not recommend doing that. $12.99 is still a little bit low too. $14.99, I would maybe recommend starting off at this point if you want to try to get some sales rolling. Maybe you want to go to $14.99, but it's still it is a little low, $3. $17.99 is a good range. You'll make almost $6 for your royalty. $19.99, estimated royalty $7.68. So the royalty is pretty good there. I mean, almost $8, but $21.99, over $9 in your profit, which is good. I like these bottom two because you're competitive. You're not overdoing it. You're not so low either. I noticed too that a lot of the rip-off shirts are in the $12.99 to $14.99 range. And I think that people are also noticing that they look a little bit lower quality. Obviously, they're stolen. They're stolen ideas, stolen designs. They look a little bit lower quality and they have a low price. They might be a little discouraged. Like, I don't know, this $12.99 sounds a little shady. And then, you know, it'll go from there. But if you're at $19.99, the design is good, looks bold, looks clean, and you're getting some momentum on them. You'll make some good royalty coming from the $19.99 range. So I prefer around this range. $18.99, $19.99, maybe $20 around there. Good, stick with that. Number 9, let me zoom out. When you list a shirt, what does brand name mean? My Amazon seller name? Not exactly. Let me show you the next slide. So when you're listing a shirt, you can see right here it asks for brand name. So, and this is like my brother's example. He's building his own brand. He would put his brand name in there. So all of his niche and shirts or whatever are going to be based off that brand. So you can do the same thing for your shirts. And you can name them, you know, whatever your brand name is going to be. Let's say, there you go. Let's say Fiber One is getting into the merch game. So their brand would be Fiber One. Let's say their first shirt is called Chocolate, Caramel, and Pretzel. There, they're making a shirt based off of that. Then that would be your brand name. It doesn't have to be your Amazon seller name. I think that would kind of throw things off too because you're on totally different platforms when it comes to Amazon. FBA is different, Kindle is different, merch is different, Amazon affiliates is different. So I wouldn't want to mix them all in there, but just name your brand, whatever you're going to build your brand whenever you're making shirts or your niche, up to you. All right, and the last question. Have you ever ordered a shirt from merch? How is the quality? Sorry, water break. And I noticed that when like a simpler shirt, when it had like a couple of like 1 or 2 colors, they came out pretty good. Amazon, I think they're using like a digital printing system when it comes to the shirts. So I think 1 or 2 colors, the shirts will come out good. When you start getting kind of complicated into using like a picture of somebody, which we had a customer at our family business order a shirt that had a picture of somebody sells a full color print. It did take a little bit longer to upload too because of the big file size, and when we got it, it came out okay. It wasn't the greatest quality, but it wasn't the cheapest quality. It seemed a little bit thin when it came to the I guess print, but for it being a full color, I thought that was good. I mean, it's hard if you ever been in the t-shirt business and you got a screen print, you're mixing colors, multiple colors on a shirt, stuff like that. It is difficult. So to see a full color, that's tough. They do a digital print. I think it comes out okay. I would stick to like one or two colors that they looked better as far as quality goes. Um, Smell, some people have had different smells. Like it smells like vinegar. It smells strong, like a certain odor or ink or something. And both of the shirts that we ordered didn't seem to have a strong smell to them. I'm pretty sure if you wash it, that smell will go away. So I wouldn't be too concerned when it comes to smells or anything like that. Alright, so hope you guys like this video, and hopefully it was helpful. I know there's 10 different questions, totally different questions from different people, but I think everybody can relate to them, so I really hope that this video was helpful. You can contact me, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com. I do have different package deals if you want me to design a shirt, or one shirt, 5 shirts, 10 shirts, all 25 shirts for the first tier. I can do that too. Let me know. I'll help you out, give you a good price on them. And I'm gonna design stuff for designs that work for me. I wouldn't, design shirts that I don't feel are gonna do well. So you can contact me about that. Even if it has nothing to do with merch, you want to ask me questions about making money, about reselling, about Ross finds, about Nike outlet stuff, or even if you just want to talk shoes, we can do that too. Contact me there. Like I said, hustlerhacks1@gmail.com. Hustler Hacks on YouTube. Obviously, you're watching me. Please subscribe. You can leave me a comment below too. And you can follow me, Hustler Hacks, on Instagram. I have different finds and random stuff that I find every single day when thrifting and sourcing and stuff. So pretty cool stuff to see there on Instagram. Alright, good video. Hope you guys like it. Leave me a comment below. And I know you guys are making money out there. You're building your business. But once again, go out and get it.